Hi guys, this is teacher Ricky of Trimex Colleges, and we are in our series on how to appreciate art. We will give you tools, break it down, so that you may be able to understand all forms of art. So you're convinced to make art. So the next question is, how do I start? I will give you 5 tips on how to make art or the production of art. After that, at the end of the video, I'll also give you 5 more tips to sustain that art production. So, let's check it out! So, the first step in art production is called inspiration. Ding! So, where does inspiration come? So, there are 2 factors of inspiration. First, there's the self and the others. Okay, so first let's talk about ourself. Okay, when we get inspiration through our own creativity. So through our own creativity, we get ideas, imagination. Sometimes when we sleep, we wake up, we get immediate ideas and creation. I think I should do this, right? Now that comes from us, or when we're walking down the street, or when we find inspiration in nature, or when we find inspiration in reading a book or watching movies. So that's where we get our inspiration. It comes lightning speed, so we have to be prepared for it. So the other aspect of inspiration is from others. We are all influenced by people. So when we look at artwork, sometimes we draw like them or we are inspired by them. It's not bad to be inspired by other people, like following your idol or even the people that you admire. I like the way he paints, or I find inspiration in, for example, Picasso. I also find inspiration in Van Gogh. So I try to aspire to become like him. And that's not bad. Another perspective in others is through projects or art classes. Sometimes we are inspired because we are pressured from a project and someone insisting on us on how to produce an artwork or in art class. The second step is called percolation. Sir, what's percolation? Percolation would mean to brew it, to let it sit. So from your idea or an influence of other people, let it sit in your brain. Build on it. So develop the idea by sketching, rehashing, reformatting. This particular step is proactive. It's not a, how would you say, passive way of letting the idea sit and sleep. We hash it out. We think about it. We imagine it. We manipulate it in our brain. We try to conceptualize it even better. We fix it. So that's what you mean by percolation. Let it sit, fix it, let it brew. Now the third step is preparation. Now this is planning. So you have to sit down after getting your inspiration, and then you percolate. Then now you start to plan. This is more of the problem-solving skills that we talked about in our last vlog. When you produce art, you start to consider what art materials to use, where do I paint on it, or if I'm going to be using paint, where will I acquire the materials that I'll be using, how will I use it, or how will I attach it to the painting if I'm going to be using mixed media, where do I think that it will sit also, or where do I think it will hang if it's a particular painting. So after having your inspiration, then you percolate, then you start to plan. The fourth step is creation, when making the painting itself. Now this stage is concerned about your discipline on when you wish to accomplish that artwork. Some people do it fast, they're really fast in doing the artwork, or some do it are methodical, it takes time. So they take out, they put in, they take out, they review. So it's a process. The important part here is that you are in that path of finishing what you started. Now the fifth stage of art production which not a lot of people do, is called reflection. It's important for us who make art to assess how we did that particular artwork. One, it helps us assess what good we did, or what are the right things or the processes that we did, so that we could do it again. We could also assess the pitfalls or our mistakes, so also we won't do it the next time we do another artwork. We all want to improve. We all want to continue to do artworks. So assessing or reflecting or finding out what we did right, what we did wrong, can help us be more productive artists. As promised, I'm going to give you 5 tips in order to make artworks. The first tip is baby steps. Build on habits, good habits. Start slow. If you do something incredibly big at the start, you will fail. You're setting up yourself for failure. Now, I got this tip from the book of James Clean called Atomic Habits, where he said that start slowly, build up momentum. It's like compounded interest. When you start small and it accumulates and becomes really big after a while. The second tip that I would like to advise you is practice, 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 and practice. You need to invest time and effort in order to be good at it. As an example, before you could read and write, you have to learn your A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and also sentence construction, vocabulary, in order for you to read and write properly. The same thing with art production. Keep practicing. Do not get frustrated. In time, you'll be very good at it. My third tip is always keep a journal or a small sketch pad and pen handy. Inspiration is quick. It comes like a thunderbolt. So sometimes when we wake up in the morning and get inspired, we forget our dreams or our inspiration. So it's important to have something next to our bed, okay, so that we could draw or write whatever inspires us. Sometimes we get inspired anywhere, like walking down the street, looking at the sunset, looking at nature, or anything like a movie or reading a book. So it's important for us to have something ready to write down or draw. My fourth tip is experimentation. Don't be afraid to experiment with other materials that you're not familiar with. You'll never know. Maybe you're good at it too. So if you're used to drawing on pencil, try watercolor, paint on watercolor, acrylic, oil, or even mixed media. Explore new things in making things. This helps you with your creativity. If you start discovering new things, you will not know, you might be the next Picasso, the next Monet, the next Van Gogh. My fifth tip for you is do not be afraid. Art making or art production is a personal thing. Do not be afraid to be judged. Art making is a way to express one's feelings. So do not be in the mode or do not have that motivation that you're going to make money out of it. It's not bad to make money out of your own artwork or your own efforts, but if that's the first thing in mind, maybe you will not last in art making. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the benefits of art making. Guys, if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you think that this vlog is helping you, maybe it can also help your friends. So please share this video. And subscribe. If you're not part of the subscription yet, please hit that subscription button so that you will be the first people to know when I uploaded a video. Next, please let me know what other topics you want me to discuss regarding anything about art or art appreciation. So I hope to see you in my next vlog. See you guys!